Hey guys, welcome to the video. So in my last two Ultimate Endgame base building videos, I had a few comments saying, hey, this looks like an endgame base, but where's the endgame test? We want to see endgame blood moons, a really high game stage, and endgame zombies as well. So that is what this video is going to be about, guys. We're going to be doing a stress test for endgame hordes. Now I have the day set to 50, but I changed the blood moon setting to be a blood moon every day. And if you kept with the 7-day per blood moon, this would technically be day 350. My current player level is 300 and my current game stage is over 400. I set the game to 64 blood moon zombies, and the zombie difficulty is set to warrior. Now if you're coming from the last video, I did make some changes to the base design, and I'm going to go through those real quick. So up top here we have, instead of a 3x3, we actually made it a 5x5 shaft for the zombies. And this change wasn't really based on base functionality, but more structural stability. So everything down here is 5x5 as well. And then if we come down here, I added a second layer of steel. The blade traps and turrets are about the same, but then I added a bunch of barbed wire and iron spikes in the middle here. And something more for me is I added a little ladder right here, so I can come down, and if I need to, I can refill the turrets with ammo. So this is kind of just a utility area. So yeah guys, this is going to be a full endgame horde, basically on day 350 with a game stage of 400. So let's get to it. Now I'm gonna try not to shoot too much and let the base take care of everything, but I do have an SMG, a RPG, and some grenades just to spice things up or take out some pesky zombies. The last change I forgot to mention is these turrets up here for vultures, so they should come in handy. Alright guys, the horde is nearly upon us. So yeah, I refilled the turrets, but these guys are pretty darn tough, so we may have to top up on ammo sometime during the middle of the horde. So far so good. The zombies are coming down in force. They're getting electrocuted and they're getting stopped by these barbed wires. So they haven't really made it outside of the iron spikes yet. Oh, that's funny. I think I got shot by my own turret. I need to figure out a way to keep them from shooting down here, because I just want them to be for the vultures. So they're trying real hard, but they haven't quite made it out yet. Getting a little bit of lag just from all the zombies falling down at the same time. So this one's almost made it out, but it's getting shot in the face pretty hard there. See our turrets firing on all cylinders. They're all going off at the same time. And you can just hear the amount of hit markers. So yeah, they've kind of damaged a little path right there, but nothing too serious. It's almost midnight. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is come over to the corner here and see how our ammo situation is doing. So we've gone through a little more than half of our ammo, which isn't too bad, but it means we will have to refill it at some point. Oh, there we go, we got a dire wolf. Those guys are pretty tough. I think he'll make it to the outside. Oh no, he didn't. I'm surprised. He didn't make it. So the reason I'm circling around the base is to make sure the zombies don't get hung up at the top, because if they're on that side and I walk to this side, they're going to try and follow me, and they're going to fall down the hole. So yeah, here's a nice view of them just coming straight down. So we're just going to refill some ammo right now. Keep the turrets topped up. They're shooting a lot more because it's set to warrior difficulty. Alright, so I'm going to go to the top and see what's going on here. We got a bunch of vultures, so they never went down. And I don't think we have too many diggers. So yeah, we'll just take care of those guys. Alright, so the horde is almost over. It's 3 a.m. and we don't have too many more zombies coming down. I checked up top and I don't really see that many more zombies even spawning. So we'll see what kind of horde is left here, and then we'll go over the damages. Alright guys, I heard the morning chimes, so we made it to 4 a.m. Got a couple residual zombies coming down. Oh, we just had a block fall down for some reason. One individual block. Let's go see where that fell from. Oh, look at that. We have some little diggy friends here. So that's really interesting. I wonder where they even dug down from. Oh, okay. So they came down right there on the edge. I was wondering why we didn't have as many zombies as I thought we would, so... Yeah, they definitely... So they started digging there but didn't care much. And they dug right down here at the edge. So... Yeah, there were a few diggers, I will say. They're having a grand old time here. Now, it is unfortunate to see we had diggers, but there is a way I would fix this, and I do want to point out that we survived the horde very, very well. So this really just is some like minor damage. There are diggers, but they didn't dig to us, and that's the important thing to remember. So the base was not foiled, it was not destroyed. The base worked as intended, we were alive, we took 0 damage, and we shot 0 times, except for the zombie vultures that I took some pot shots at. So while it's not perfect in this design, there are ways I can make it better. And the #1 way I would do that is noticing that this is right at the edge of the steel. So what I would really do is expand out the steel platform here. And the reason that's going to help with diggers is because the zombies came up, saw where they needed to go, but thought about it a little harder and said, instead of digging on the steel, I'm going to dig on the dirt right here. And that will allow me to dig through this softer material and get to this concrete, which is a little bit softer as well. The funny thing is, they came out here and still ended up falling down the chute to their deaths. So they tried to subvert the defenses by digging, and it didn't really end very well for them. Alright, who's left? Take care of you guys. Oh, and we have another little diggy hole right here. So they started way over here. And this honestly could have been some kind of hole that was already there. Because I don't know why they would have chosen this particular path. But yeah, they're like little ants, and they're just digging. And the same thing would have happened with these guys. If they keep digging 10 more blocks or so, they would have gotten to this part in the shaft. They would have come out and fallen to their deaths anyways. And the only repairs I would have had to done is fill in some topsoil. So yeah, if we come and clip through the ground, you can see all the digging they did, which is actually a surprising amount. But they didn't come down as far as they needed to in order to actually break through the base. Another way I would have protected myself against diggers is to make this ceiling steel or concrete, and then even when they dig down to the ceiling right here, I would still be protected. It almost seems like with the tests I've done with this base, the stronger the zombies are, the smarter they are as well. We'll just go ahead and get rid of these guys. Alright guys, so there you have it. That is the ultimate endgame AFK base stress test, using a real endgame blood moon on game stage 400. I have to say we did fairly well down here. The turrets put in a lot of work, and we only had like one loot bag get outside this ring, so there were probably a couple zombies, but judging it by being a red loot bag, it was probably a direwolf. So he must have hopped out and then gotten slashed by the blade trap right there. Now again, we did kind of run out of ammo here, and what I found out is you can only use regular 9mm rounds for these turrets. They don't like high power, they don't like AP. Even the upstairs of the base was not damaged at all. It wasn't penetrated by the diggers. They got relatively close, I want to say maybe like 10 or 15 blocks. If they kept going, they would have hit the ceiling here, but again, I would have just upgraded the ceiling to steel. The zombies put in a lot of effort to dig, and it didn't really get them anything. I'm really happy with that as well, because it shows that the base can withstand a lot of diggers and the player is still undamaged. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of the video, so once again thank you for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. This is kind of the third video in a series of this ultimate endgame base right here, so again, if you want to see the other two videos, which is the initial showcase and the full build tutorial, check the top right corner for a card, and I'll also be linking those videos down in the description as well. That's it for me guys, I will catch you in the next video.